Praise the Lord, everybody. I'm back again to talk to you more about spiritual things. All right, last time I was on here, I was talking to you about uh, being a king and functioning like a king. Okay, I was talking about taking care of taking care of your kingdom is what I was talking about last time. So we're gonna go a little further into it, and we're gonna talk about your words, because when a when a king decrees a thing, a king has to decree a thing. So when a king speaks, we'll just say it like that. When a king speaks, his word becomes law. Okay? Because a king decrees a thing. He's the one who makes the law. Okay? So when you own a kingdom, and you do have to have ownership. When you own a kingdom, when you have a kingdom, okay, you have to take care of it, number one. But at number two, you also have to speak things into existence. You also have to create a law of how your kingdom works. Your kingdom has to function. So basically, when a king speaks, he sets the atmosphere. The atmosphere is receiving his words. The atmosphere is responding, I should say it like that. The atmosphere is responding to his words. So the atmosphere begins to set up or be created the way the king has desired for it to be. So the king speaks a certain thing. For example, like I was saying in the times before, I would say, you can't eat in my car, or no one can eat in the car. Those become the laws of whatever the king speaks. So if he says nobody can eat in the car, that means nobody can eat in the car. It doesn't matter if the president from another country comes and gets in your car. If you say he can't eat in the car, he can't eat in the car. It's just plain and simple. He cannot eat in the car. So as the king speaks, he speaks things into law. So the king has to be very careful of what he says, because the atmosphere is being set by his words. Okay? Like the scripture says, by your words you are justified, and by your words you're condemned. You can't be double-minded, for example. You can't be a double-minded man. The Bible says, let not that man think that he should receive anything from the Lord. Okay, let me explain what a double-minded man is. A double-minded man is someone who cannot make up their mind. That's what a double-minded man is. One who says one thing at one time and then changes it to something else another time, and then back to this over here, then back over there, and they're like all over the place. And they can't make up their mind what they're going to do, what they're going to say, what's going to be the law, what they're going to hold up, what they're not going to hold up, what they're going to prevent, what they're not going to put up with. They don't know. And so these type of people, you constantly, they asking you, what do you think? I'll think about this. What do you think? What about, this over here? Well, how about that over there? What do you think? What do you think? And they're always asking somebody else to help them create the law that they should be creating, basically. Now, it's different if you talking to somebody who understands law better than you do, and you're asking them questions about the law. That's called learning, okay? That's not called I'm creating a law. You're asking them about it because you're learning. And there's nothing wrong with learning. There's nothing wrong with education, okay? So there's nothing wrong with that. What I'm talking about is when you create the law. When you say, this is the way things are going to be in this kingdom. This is the way things are going to be in my kingdom. This is going to be the way things are in my house. This is the way things is going to be in my car. When you set the laws according to the way you want it to be in your kingdom, you shouldn't be asking somebody else, what do you think? Because what you're basically asking them is, how do you set the laws up? Maybe I'll do it what you want it to be. What do you want the kingdom to be like? And you don't let nobody else set up your kingdom, okay? You don't let nobody come in your house and just start moving furniture around to put it the way they want it, okay? You put the furniture the way you want it. You might not be the best designer. You might not be the best person that knows where to put everything, but you put it where you want it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might have some ideas that's better than yours. Okay, but even if their ideas are better than yours, if that's not where you want it, you put things where you want it. Why? It's your kingdom. They might think it looks better over here. You might think it looks better over there. Leave it over there. That's where you think it looks better. Leave it over there. Okay? Because when a king decrees a thing, it becomes law. If you say it stays over there, it stays over there. It doesn't matter if somebody else likes it over here. It doesn't matter if somebody else likes it anywhere. Okay? It's your kingdom. You have to stand up and function in your kingdom as a king. Okay, queens speak too. Okay, as a king, or I'll say a queen, but you know, all of you are kings because he's the king of kings, like I said before. So as a king, you gotta function like a king. Okay, and you know, there's a lot to running a kingdom, a whole lot to running a kingdom. There's a lot of people who have no clue the hardships that come with running a kingdom. They have no clue with, you know, how hard it is to keep everything together. You know, and then also you got to prevent other people from trying to come in and take over your kingdom, because there will be people who want to come in and take over your kingdom. There are people, for example, I'll use this for example. Okay, you could be a man who has dressed himself his whole life. Then you go and you get a girlfriend, a woman, or you know, somebody, a mate, a wife, a spouse, you know, somebody that you with, okay? And you put something on, and they be like, "You gonna wear that?" Like that? No, you can't wear that. No, that don't look right. No, you put this right here on. This looks better on you. How about you put that? And they want to dress you, okay? They might be better at dressing you than you are. They might be. But if you want to wear what you want to wear, them are your clothes. You're the king of those clothes. You should be able to wear what you want to wear. Okay? Now, some people might not like it that way. Okay? Because after a while, they'll start saying, well, he don't know how to dress himself. His wife has to dress him. You see what I mean? No, you don't do that. What you do is you have enough respect for her that you will listen to her, but she should have enough respect for you that you should be able to put on what you want to put on. Okay? She shouldn't have to dress you. You should know how to dress yourself. She could probably do some things that help you. You know what I'm saying? But yet, at the same time, you should dress yourself. Okay? So you want to decree a thing. In other words, the words that come out of your mouth have to become law. So you have to be very careful of the words that come out of your mouth. Because if you're a king who speaks negative things all the time, you're going to have a negative kingdom. Because your kingdom is going to be set up to receive negative things. Why? That's what the king is speaking. Okay? Some parents, they speak over their children, you know, and some people allow other people to come and speak over their children. Don't let that happen. If you have a baby, if you have a child, do not let other people come and speak over your children, especially if they speak in negative things. Now, if they speak something positive, cool. But if they speak in negative things, no, you don't allow that. Okay, I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you got a baby and somebody thinks your baby's ugly. Now, oh, it's ugly. Look, it's ugly. No, you don't allow that. Okay? If you say your baby's pretty, or you say your baby's cute, or you say your baby's awesome, or you say your baby's good, or whatever it might be, you speak over your child so that your child can receive those good things that you speak. Okay? You don't let people speak negative things. You know, sometimes you could have a child and you let somebody see the child. Oh, look at him. You look at him. You know, look at him. He ain't worth a quarter. Look at him. He ain't worth a quarter. He ain't worth a nickel. No, you don't allow people to speak over your child like that. You don't. It don't matter who it is. This is your child. Okay? You have ownership of this child. You're the parent. You don't allow other people to come in and speak negative over your children. Okay? These are just examples of what I'm saying. But what happens is this. You can't allow other people, like I was talking about, coming in your house and moving furniture around the way they want it. You can't have other people coming into your life or the life of your children or the life of what's beneath you, or should I say into your kingdom, and start speaking what they think should be law. This person is not worth a quarter. This person is not worth a nickel. No. You don't give the self-worth of your people into somebody else's hands. Not unless you have appointed them over these people. If you didn't appoint them over these people, no. I don't care who they are. I don't care what kind of title they got. It could be Uncle so-and-so. It could be Grandfather so-and-so. It could be Mama them. It could be Daddy them. It could be sister, brother, cousin, uncle, auntie. You know what I'm saying? Grandparents, whatever. It could be teachers. Okay, that's one that's really happening these days. Teachers are starting to say, well, starting to tell the parents, no, you can't say this and you can't say that about your child. You can't say this about your child. You can't say that about your child. No, you don't let people come up in your life and tell you what you can and cannot speak over your child. That's your child. Okay, but those are examples. Okay, but yeah, you wanna be ready to control your kingdom. It's your kingdom. Okay, and everything beneath you in that everything in that kingdom is beneath you. Okay, which means you have to take care of everything in that kingdom, everything, because it's a reflection of you. If your child is not acting right, it's a reflection of you or how you raise that child. Okay, if you get things going on in your kingdom that shouldn't be going on, something that you don't agree with, you need to address that. Why? It's a reflection of you. It's making you look bad. Okay? If you got things happening that shouldn't be happening, you need to put a stop to that. Okay? You want to put an end to that. You want to, because you decree a thing. All right? Going back to like what you was talking about when I was talking about eating in the car. If you say you can't eat in the car and you catch some people eating in the car, you got to put a stop to that. You got to tell them, no, you can't eat in the car. You know what I'm saying? You got to put a stop to that. All right? Because some people will be like, man, everybody studying what you saying, man. I'm going to eat in your car anyway. No. You have to put a stop to that. Say, no, you can't eat in my car. See what I'm saying? Why? You're the king of the car. See what I mean? Now, if you tell somebody, hey, come on over, come on in the house, make yourself at home, help yourself to whatever's in the refrigerator, what have you, then, and they do that, fine. That's what you told them to do. You gave them access to it. That's totally different from you saying, no, you can't, and they trying to do it anyway. Okay? If you don't invite them in and tell them make themselves at home and tell them, they welcome to whatever's in the refrigerator, don't let them go up in your refrigerator. Getting what your wife's got set up for dinner tonight and they getting it out eating it because they want it. No. They don't get to eat that. Not unless they've been invited to dinner. And if they've been invited to dinner, then they still can't be up in your refrigerator. But when your wife fixes dinner or when you fix dinner or whoever's cooking the dinner, when the dinner is served, then they can eat some. Until then, no. Not unless you give them permission. Go in the refrigerator, get whatever it is. You see what I'm saying? So you have to be ready to function in your kingdom like a king. You got to be ready to decree a thing. You got to be ready to set things in order. You got to be ready to set things, set your atmosphere, because your atmosphere is ready to receive from you, and it's going to receive from your words that you're speaking. So when you speak, what you're saying is setting your atmosphere up to receive those positive things or those negative things. Even when you speak over yourself, and yes, your body is beneath you, okay? When you speak your words, oh, I'm sick. oh, I'm not feeling good. Or it sets the atmosphere in your body to start receiving sickness. Okay, you might have a pain or something. You might have a little sniffle. But when you have a little sniffle, you're supposed to rebuke that. Okay? And you're supposed to speak healing over yourself. You're not supposed to say, oh, I think I'm coming down with something. Or it might be the flu. Or it might be this. Or it might be that. And start naming stuff. No. Because that sets your body up to receive the flu. Okay? And you hear people, and there's other people who will come and try to speak things on you. No, you don't let that happen. There's people, for example, there'll be people who will come and try to tell you, first they try to, throw the fear tactic. Hey, COVID's back. You gotta watch out because COVID's around. You could be getting COVID. You could have COVID. No, I don't get COVID. Well, you could have it and not know you get. No, I don't have COVID. You got to be able to set your atmosphere to receive what you say. Because if you don't, other people will speak things into you and cause you to receive what they saying. Next thing you know, you'll have COVID. And they'll be like, see, I told you. And you be looking like, man, how did I get this COVID? You receive what they said. There's doctors. It don't matter what the title is. People think that because of your title, you're allowed to, do certain things. No, you're in charge of you. You're in charge of what's under you, what's beneath you. You're in charge of your body. Okay? If your body ain't acting right, you got to speak to your body and make it act right. Okay? If you overeating, you need to say to you, stop eating that. Other people can say it all day long. You're not going to stop because other people told you to stop. You're going to stop because you told yourself, I'm not eating that. You told yourself, I'm going to exercise. You told yourself, I'm going to get in shape. You told yourself. You have to set it up in your kingdom so that things will function the way you said. Because if you don't do that, somebody else will speak things. If it's positive, that's great. It might help you out. But if it's not positive, guess what? It's going to bring you down and you're going to be wondering, why am I going through all this? Why is the struggle, as they say, the struggle is real. Why is the struggle, why is it so hard? And people will just tell you, well, life is just hard. Life is hard like that. Life is not hard. Death is hard. Death is what's trying to take you out of here. Death is what's hindering you. Death is what's trying to stop you from living your life. When you start struggling and stuff, things get hard, guess what? That's death trying to come upon you. Trying to stop you from succeeding. Okay? It could be anything. It could be procrastination. Trying to take you down towards your grave. Procrastination. When you know I could fight this and get up. And I'm already old, so I done lived my life, so it's time for me to go. You start talking like that, you won't be here long. You will not be here long. If you start talking about dying, guess what? You keep talking like that, you won't be here long. Your atmosphere will receive what you're speaking. Okay? It is. I say it like this. It will respond to what you are speaking. And all of a sudden, you'll start receiving what you say. And there's people who say, I won't be here as much longer. And guess what? They won't be here that much longer. There's some people who say, oh, I just want to live long enough to see my kids grown. Guess what? Once their kids are grown, they won't be there much longer. Unless they change what they're saying. You have to speak according to how you want your kingdom to function. You have to speak it into existence. Okay? It's getting late. I'm going to have to jump off here. But I'll jump back on and talk to you more about spiritual things on another video. And like I always say, life is so much fun. Then you get to go to heaven. Y'all better come and hear the truth. All right. God bless. Love you all. Bye.